Hi guys, so let's continue with our momentum, and as we have already gone through the Facebook page settings, now we can move ahead with rest of the information on Facebook marketing and other tools like Facebook Messenger, Live, Instagram. But before we move ahead with marketing, we need to understand the core of marketing. It's not about the message. It definitely is about message quality and content of the message, but unless until it is delivered to the right audience, everything is a waste. So, if you are spreading information about, let's say, some kind of law, some kind of legal news, legal information, and if you are spreading it among the audience who is looking for something on food or real estate, you will end up wasting the effort. So it's very important to find out your audience, and this is why I have put so much emphasis upon it and during adverts, and I will continue to talk about it because you can manage with, let's say, if you're not very technically advanced user who cannot uh, optimize your website and overall experience, but even if you have an average website, even if you have an average Facebook page with average graphics and average content, if you target the right audience, you can get better than expected result, because there are always people out there looking for information, looking for your products and services, but unless until they see you, they cannot do business with you. So you have to be there, and that is why I'm putting so much emphasis upon audience, because as I mentioned earlier, there are over 2 billion monthly users on Facebook, and then there are around 700 million active user on Instagram. Now imagine the kind of money you can end up wasting if you just try to advertise your product without optimum targeting. So because this audience segment is huge, you can end up spending millions and millions of dollars. So that's why we need to first understand the targeting, how we can use Facebook. And the best part about Facebook and adverts is that they really provide good options. In terms of Facebook, you will see, and I will show you how to create multiple, set of target audiences and multiple tools to do that. It's really good. So that's why there is no reason why we shouldn't do that. In fact, we don't have an excuse to not do that. So let's just start with that. So if you see, if you want to promote anything on Facebook, let's start, say this is the option where you will promote your post. So I will take you to Facebook page now, and there I can show you. So let's say we have this post. Now on Facebook page itself, you have three options which you can directly use to promote, and I have shown this option here in the left in the last video. But if you want, you can directly boost your post, and to drive traffic to your website, you can use this option here in the right hand. Now we will talk about them later in details, but to understand the promotion, let's click on this boost post. Basically, this is the option when you want to promote some website content which you have already posted on your Facebook page. You can use boost option to further take it to the larger section of audience. And I think this is one of the best way to reach out, because if I go back and let's say exit, now if I directly use promote website, people are going to visit my website. They will have to, it's like they may land, depending upon the internet connection, depending upon the quality of my website, page load may happen instantly. It may take some times. Sometimes people use a lot of time, in fact, use a smartphone to access. Now in that case, if your website is not optimized for that, there may be some lag. So even before they land on your landing page, they may simply decide to quit instead of waiting. So in that case, because there is no incentive to wait, But let's say if you have an interesting post, something which can, some trigger some kind of curiosity. So in that case, it's like an incentive to it. So now this post is why social media marketing is better than SEO. Now, for average Joe, this may not mean anything. But imagine someone who is interested in SEO or social media marketing. This could be really important for them. This could something impact their business, their revenue. So for them, if you, instead of promoting a generic option of, let's say, this promote website, which shows nothing, I mean, it's if they see your ad, they know it's coming from some website. So this website may be good, this website may be bad. So to begin with, I think this uh, option of boost post is good for brand awareness. You can really come up with good post. If you don't have any good post, you can, hire some kind of writers who can write. I mean, there are a lot of writers who can write good post on any article, or sorry, any subject. So it's like if you are an insurance agent, you can write something on insurance, really cool stuff, and then you can share it on your Facebook page and directly promote this post. So this is, but as I said earlier, if they are not looking for this information, then it won't add any value. And that is where we need to get into targeting. So when you click on this, I mean, you will have targeting on all other options, even if you are promoting your website. So here, this is the option where you can customize your call to action. And this is the section where you will enter information. So this is the information which I was showing here in the slide. So the number one is people you choose through targeting. So this is the radio button. If you select, it will be a kind of custom option. So if we go back here, people you choose through targeting. Now here, if we click on the edit, you will get a pop-up which will allow you to enter all the information about your audience, like their age. It's taking some time, but it will be like, their age group, gender, their interest. I will just cancel it and relaunch it. I think there's some problem. I will pause the video and then I will load this page and I will resume it. Okay, so sorry about that. So this is the pop-up. So as you can see, we have the gender. So let's say this post is about some specific gender. You can select the gender. Then we have the age group. By default, it has selected my city, but if you want, you will have the option to customize it. And as I have shown earlier, it's always important to customize this, especially for local businesses. So you can enter that information here. But the real deal with Facebook is always this demographics, interest, and behaviors. I mean, you will find a whole lot of information here. You can target variety of things. I mean, it's like, let's say, see, we can target particular individuals. If you are selling something on insurance, let me make sure this is the right spelling. Okay, this is not coming. Allstate. Yes, it's a major insurance company here in the US. So, I mean, whatever you can think of, you will find that option here. And I will continue to talk about it. But point is, use these options to customize your targeting. So first option is where you can manually select a custom audience. Then you have the second option for people who like your page. So I have a page, those who have liked it, I can select them and then further target it with the location. And this is when people who like your page and their friends. Again, you will have the option to customize these settings. And these four options which you see here, digital marketing, BA page, This is coming from audience section in our Facebook ad builder platform. So you can see that we have create new audience section here, and then we have see all 21. So these 21, I mean, it's not a fixed number. You can have this number more or less. It's all those audiences which you have created. And I will say it's better to create audience in your Facebook, because when you are going to launch a marketing campaign, at that time it's not a good idea to create your audience on runtime. It's better to spend some time and create your audience. So if you see all of these options, one, two, three, four, fourth option is the lookalike. So let me go back here. Lookalike is also a very good option here. This is the lookalike. So lookalike is basically we have, let's say, this page. I have this page. Now these are the people who have liked it. Now they could be, let's say there are 100 people who has liked this page. Now in short, I want to make sure that those people who are displaying similar kind of attributes, those who are similar in their behavior, in their interest. So instead of going here and telling Facebook about these interests and behaviors, I'm just asking Facebook that select a lookalike audience. So whether they are 100, 200, 500, simply Facebook will use this data from here and automatically target them. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These are the four options through which you can target or rather create your audience. And these options are very versatile. And as you will see as we will move ahead, that custom audience is like, I mean, it could really produce great result for you. We can target location, gender, age range, and as I've shown you, demographics, interest, things like that. Then the second option, we have people who like your page. Now, this option is good when, let's say, you created your page. Now in phase one, you bought marketing for promoting your page. At this stage, you went ahead with this option one, where you created a custom audience based on your desired location, gender, age range, and other interests. Now this age audience in general, you will have to keep on, it's an iterative process. It's not like you will create one and it will be ultimate good. You will start with some custom audience, then over a period of time, and you have to monitor the performance. So you will see that, okay, particular age group is doing good. A particular age group is, I mean, you are getting likes from them, but you decide that they are not the right audience for you. So ultimately, you are just paying Facebook for those clicks. So you then modify your audiences to remove that particular age group from your desired audience. So you create a custom audience, go with something like reach and brand awareness options, where you want to create awareness about your brand. This is the new page. You want people to come on your page, like it, and check the content here. Now let's say you have invested some money, you have 5 to 10,000 people who have already liked it. Now you take your marketing campaign in the second stage, where we have seen that we need to create engagement, because this is the evaluation phase. Remember, now we need to move a step ahead. We need to engage these customers to make sure that we can convert them in the later stage. So second, third, and fourth options are going to help us with that. Second is option when you are directly engaging with these customers. You can be really aggressive when you select the second option, but there is only one condition, that you should have some decent base. I mean, I will say 5,000 is very less, unless until you are a local business. Let's say you are a local business. When you started your campaign with the number one here, custom audience, you selected a very specific audience, and let's say within 5, 10, 20 miles radius, these are the people you need. So in that case, you can directly go ahead with option number two, and that is people who like your page, even if the number is relatively less. But usually it's recommended to have a slightly bigger numbers, because as I have mentioned earlier, all of them are not going to convert. So let's say you have 10,000 people who have liked your page. Now chances are only 5,000 will come back and engage with your page. So that's why the option 3 could be a good idea for you. If you are not a local business, let's say you are a website and you have 5,000 likes, but now you want to move to the second phase, in the evaluation engagement phase. So you can select people who like your page and their friends. Now, when you do that, Facebook will tell you some kind of estimation, what kind of numbers you are looking at. So let's go back here. Okay, so here if you see, if you select this one, let's select this one and click on edit. When you here at the bottom, Facebook will give you these estimates. And these estimates, I mean, you can see that this number is huge. But you have to have a slightly bigger audience, because Facebook has got very sophisticated machine learning algorithm. So you don't need to select 1,000 or 5,000 people. It's better to have something like, minimum 500,000 people when you are going with generic options. So coming back to our slide, now here, if people who like your page and their friends, again, if the number is not very high, let's say you have already tested it for a few days or week, and it's not generating good result, in that case you can go with something like lookalike. So if you have, let's say, 50,000 people, I mean, custom audience, with custom audience you started, you got 10,000 likes. Now people who like your page wins 10,000. Let's say people who like your page and their friends, that number, that estimate is around 50,000. And you are not getting desired result. In that case, you can go with something like lookalike. So that will help you with optimum reach. So these four options, always start with the option 1, and then you will have the option to select 2, 3, 4. 2 is something very specific. It's very good for local pages, local businesses. I mean, along with 3, I mean, imagine, because if you have 10,000 people who have liked your local business, chances are these are the people who are living there. And their friends are also living there. So if you target the third option, you are really expanding your reach. So as I've already shown you, this is the pop-up for the custom audience. And this is what is called audience insight. So I will talk about it in next video, because it will take some time. So remember, this is your key. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 is the one, your step 1. Now 2, 3, 4, depending upon the size coming out of step 1. So that's it for now. Let's continue in the next lecture. Thank you.